2022 March Cheesesteak Madness, the Delaware County region, also known as the Delco Region. Liberty Steaks and Hoagies versus Michael's Sandwich Shop. Guest judges from Swarthmore Elementary School, Dave Bramwell and Phil Coleman. A lot of talking in the video, long video. You'll get to know us then, so right to the videos.
Alright, March Cheesesteak Madness, and here's a microphone for you guys to talk into. Alright,
We'll pick us both up.
it's a little loud in here. And we're at 2SP. We just had our third judge canceled. So I'm doing like quadruple duty and I'm all flustered because I have two long-time elementary school friends here. Even though he's really changed from the nice young man fishing that I met
now
30 years ago.
It's an old curmudgeon.
Mr. Chester County. He wants linen napkins for lunch. 2SP.
2SP, I like this place. They picked a great beer for me.
Yeah.
He said, "What kind of beer do you want?" And they said, "Okay, perfect." And it's very tasty.
You gotta love that when they get this, when they pick it. When you tell them what you like and they pick it, they don't.
Absolutely.
Two questions, she nailed it, right?
What are you good at?
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Liberty Steaks, a fan favorite from actually people our age. A lot of people our age or fondly remember going into Woodland and grabbing the Liberty, maybe sneaking into the tavern next door. But I think they still don't. They probably still don't card in there.
I doubt it.
Good solid cheesesteak. I think we agree. Good solid cheesesteak. Nothing over the top. Nothing crazy about it. I think a lot of good memories were attached to this cheesesteak. Here we are, Michael's. Judges from kindergarten. Uh-oh. Phil was going to write down some big notes there, and the camera went on. He started using encryption. So what you got going on there, Dave? How you digging it? That's a great shot of you and Michael.
It's it's actually very good. The mushrooms are a nice touch, which is a little bit out of the ordinary for me, so that, I'll be able to have something to perspective for the next one.
He could never afford them.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of grief for the mushrooms. I was kind of surprised. I mean, there's some people that just don't like mushrooms at all. They're like, don't even get near mushrooms.
Jim, I remember reading a year or two ago that I remember you saying you put like lettuce and tomato on them before. You don't do that any longer?
When I first started, I did lettuce and tomato, and I did that for freshness. I figure you can't hide day-old lettuce and tomato.
Yeah.
You get an old roll, you toast it. You get, you cook it down, you cook down meat, you cook down whatever, you cook it more, you season it more. Other things, I don't know how you do it because I'm not a foodie, but you get hide, not stretched up other ways. But not with lettuce, tomato. And I used to get a lot of grief. It's funny because I would get grief for it. I never got lettuce tomato on my cheesesteaks. I was a pizza steak guy.
Right.
So I'm having to argue why I should have lettuce and tomato on my cheesesteak when I never did it myself. But who doesn't like a good argument?
The onions were subtle. It was cheesy.
I found the cheese subtle. I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was well integrated, but I found it subtle.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Unassertive.
It's funny how three people with the same cheesesteak and have three different approaches.
But we all really liked it, I think.
We all.
We did. Yeah, it's good.
I liked
Very
it.
good. Very
I
good.
thought the mushrooms were understated. I thought the onions added a lot of flavor, and I thought it was very cheesy.
Onions,
So
they're in, you get a little, depending on the bite you're taking right then, you get a little more onion, you might get a little more mushroom, which is good. That's part of the surprise of the bite.
Absolutely. We have Liberty Steaks versus Michael's Sandwich Shop. We have two Delco experts from Swarthmore Elementary School, David Bramwell
I never got past elementary school, actually.
I didn't graduate either, but I did enjoy my time there.
It was right to reform school.
Even driving here, Dave couldn't go by the elementary school. He wasn't allowed to pass it.
He has to stay a quarter mile. It's a restraining order.
There's a zone.
The elementary school has a restraining order against you. First down. All right, Liberty Steaks versus
Michael.
Doing okay?
Kevin, on, please.
Liberty was really good, and that was a favorite. When I was a young man, thought the cheese was really well integrated. I liked the mushrooms, but I got to give the nod to Michael's. I thought their roll was absolutely perfect. The ratio of the onions and the mushrooms was excellent. Just terrific sort of gestalt, and I'm giving my nod there to Michael's and Woodland.
Well, they say location, location, location. So when we went to Liberty is obviously a great location. Historically, it's been right next to a great beer distributor that we always frequented. Right around the corner, literally, off of
While at
Fairview.
Swarthmore Elementary School.
Well, yeah, right around the corner while it's Swarthmore Elementary, right down Fairview Road.
repeating 8th, 6th
You've
grade.
got Michael's.
Dave was the only person that drove to 6th grade.
and I had a full beard then. I can't get one now.
Reverse puberty.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what's that? Town of Mr. Ripley or whatever that movie. So I thought there was a great balance between both of the cheesesteaks. The Liberty one was very good, very balanced. Maybe a little bit light on the onions, a little bit smaller. Michael's blew it away on the roll. The mushroom flavor was integrated very well. I'm not sure if they put the mushrooms in during the cooking process or they added them at the end, but it was really good. And I'm going to give my nod to Michael's.